Órale, Cholo Choclos, tres chingones boxing shots to all the chingones y chingonas watching the final round of the co-main event here in Commerce, California on Golden Boy between Jordan Panthen and DeAndre Pettis. It's been a fun fight. This was supposed to be a showcase fight for Jordan Panthen, but I don't know, man. I have not been scoring this fight, but just from watching the fight, I think he's losing. It's been a good competitive fight, though. Oh man, I'll tell you this. This DeAndre Pettis, he did not come here to lay down, man. And from what I understand, he does have a fight set in April as well. So he took this fight to fight on the gun, to have his chance here to fight on TV on the co-main event of a Golden Boy card. And I think he's taking it. I think he's taking this fight. I'm just not so sure if he's doing enough that they're actually going to give it to him. As Panthen backs him up to the neutral corner, Panthen's punches just aren't really having that much of an effect on Pettis. I think the only thing that Pettis ran into, 10 seconds left, and they're both going hard. Both exchanging. Good fight, man. Good fight. Fun fight. Honestly, I think DeAndre won. Let me see something here. All right. Hang on a second. All right. As the Patriot, Jordan Panthen, he makes his way around the ring, man, saluting the crowd. I'll be real, man. Like I said, I did not score this fight, but I thought he lost. I thought he lost. All right. Let me see. I'm going to get this. All right. So the fight goes the distance. And honestly, I think DeAndre Pettis won this fight, but I don't think he did enough where they're going to give him this fight because Jordan Panthen is the undefeated fighter, and this was a showcase fight for him. And I just don't think they're going to give it to Pettis. Yes, I do think he won the fight. I don't think he did enough to, take it away from the up and coming newly signed Golden Boy fighter. Let's see what's up. Judge Don the Burgess scores it 100-90. Fernando Villarreal has it 98-92. And Jerry Cantu 97. Let's see how they score this. All for your winner by wow. They gave it to Jordan Panthen. They gave it to Jordan Panthen. I disagree. I disagree. No, man. I disagree. I said it. I said it. I said I believe DeAndre Pettis won, but I don't think he did enough where they're really gonna take it away from the up and coming undefeated, Golden Boy fighter. They're just not gonna do that, man. I kind of feel bad for Pettis because he did enough there to win the fight. I had him winning pretty convincingly, by the way. Oh well. All right, man. All right. So now, as we get set, as we get ready for the main event, I don't know if they're going to interview Panthen or not. Man, I had some popcorn. Kind of dried out my throat, Holmes, you know? So, uh, what's up, El Pachuco? Getting ready for this main event, Holmes, on the zone. I just watched the co-main, which was a good one. It was a good one, you know, but the wrong fighter won. They gave it to the wrong guy, man. All right, so we got the main event coming up. Uh, Eric Priest against Tyler Howard. Um, this is for the WBA Continental North American Super Middleweight title. Dang, that's a mouthful, dog. Want me to say it again? Okay. This fight is for the WBA Continental North American Super Middleweight title. Wow. All right, man. A lot of words there. Let's go, man. Thursday night fights here in Commerce, California. That's right. Used to come here. Well, not here. I've never been inside the Commerce Casino. I lived in East Los and grew up right here in Montebello, Holmes. But I've driven by this casino plenty of times. Never been inside here though. And right now, everyone's just taking a break. Everybody looks like they're getting up and going to the concessions before the main event. It is not a room. Let me show you guys. It is a tent. It is a tent. Let me see. I was watching the Golden Boy card. I'm going to switch over to the zone. All right. We got a. I don't know. I don't know. We got maybe a few minutes before the main event starts. I'll go ahead. Let's talk a little bit about. If you are watching this live, I will be dropping a video tomorrow of me covering all the fights. But let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit about the fights that happened here tonight. You had Leo Sanchez versus Joseph Cruz. Joseph Cruz, man, I'll tell you, that dude, he's never been stopped, right? He's never been stopped. He took a beating. He took a pretty damn good beating. I got to give it up to that guy because, to my understanding, he's never been stopped. And I was thinking, like, oh, he's going to get stopped. It was a 6-round fight. And I was like, oh, he's going to get stopped, man, because Sanchez was putting it to him. And I got to give it up to him, dog. Vato too, you know, Vato's guy, he's got Cora, dog. He's got Cora. He did. It went the distance. I was like, wow, that dude. He took a nice little beating right there, man. Um, so Leo Sanchez, yeah, good fighter. I mean, you know, I see some goodness in him. I see some good skills. You know, let's see what happens, right? Um, Jordan Fuentes. Well, before I move on, gotta give it up to boxing historian David Martinez from dmboxing.com. Gracias for the pen, brother. He's been sending me pens. He's been sending me shirts. But tonight, I'm wearing los tres chingones boxing, homie. That's right. Okay, so moving on to the second fight, which, by the way, well, the first fight, uh, Leo Sanchez, he now moves on to 8-0. All right, he couldn't stop Cruz. That dude's a tough puppy, dog. He's a tough dude, Holmes. Hey, moving on, we had Jordan Fuentes. Jordan Fuentes, I like the way he moved around in the ring. All right, he's from Fresno. This was only his third fight, and you know, he looked pretty good, man. He looked pretty good. I saw some pretty good, decent skills right there, man. I was like, okay, this could be a kid to kind of, you know, keep an eye on. But it's only his third fight. I didn't see enough in him to say, like, ooh, you know what? This kid could be the next big thing. It's like, no, you know what? This kid, He looks like he's got a couple of good skills, man. But let's see what happens. And let me remind you guys, man. Let me say this: his opponent, the guy he fought, this guy Brandon Baldio, he hasn't won a fight. He has 0 wins, not one fight. This was only his this was only his fourth fight. He was 2-1. Now he's 3-1. He does not have a victory. So Jordan Fuentes, he was gonna look spectacular against this guy, right? Hey, what's going on, Mark? Wow, Chingones starting the year off with a bang, going right off the bat. Hey, it's been fun. It's been a good night of fight so far, for the most part. So Jordan Fuentes, man, somebody to somewhat keep an eye on. I'm not selling them too much right now. Um, okay, moving on to the next one. Caden Griffins. Hey, let me tell you guys something, man. I was really impressed with this dude, Caden Griffins. I was really impressed. Okay, Caden Griffins. I was really impressed with this guy. This guy is 2-0 with 2 knockouts. So this was only his third fight. Um, he was fighting against Mark Misura, if I'm pronouncing that right. Okay, I like this kid. Yes, this was only his third fight, but I like this kid. I like the way he moved around in the ring. I like this ring generalship. I like this footwork. I like this kid, man. To me, that kid stood out, man. Caden Griffins from Coachella. Yes, from the desert. I like this kid, man. I do. This was the first time I ever seen him. I've never seen this kid fight before. I've never seen this kid fight before. Again, this was only his third fight. I like this dude, man. I do. And he stopped his opponent with a good body shot. Vicious body shot, man. In his own corner, by the way. Took him back to his own corner, Holmes. Took him back to his own corner. He said, you know what? Let me take you to your corner and I'll sit you down. That's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to take you to your own corner and sit you down. And that's exactly what he did. Took him to his own corner, hit him with a body shot. He goes down, dog. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Liked it. So, yeah, Caden Griffin, good one right there. Someone keep an eye on. That was only a 4-round fight, but it didn't go on 4 rounds. Mile High Hustle, saludos, dog, to the Fox State, Holmes. Man, over there it's what? Over there in Colorado, it's about to be 10 o'clock, you know. I'm over here at the Golden Boy fights on the zone, man. Getting ready for the main event here on Meteor Road. Let's check it out. That's the seats that they gave us. I like where we're at because we're elevated so we can see. Sometimes you go to some of these events, man, and you're not elevated and you can't see, dog. So, yes, sir, we're over here, part of media, homie, doing it up, man. But, all right, so where did I finish? Caden Griffins. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to Grant Flores. Okay, this guy, 154 pounder, Grant Flores. Okay, this guy is a big dude, man. He was in there against David Ramirez from Costa Rica. This Grant Flores guy is humongous. Just seeing him in person, I was like, damn, this dude fights at 154 pounds. Like, this dude's a giant, dog. Like, this dude's a beast. They're like, wow, man. Um, I like what I saw from him. Okay, I like what I saw from him. He's catching a buzz. It seems like he's got a good fan base here. And people had asked me like, "Hey, what do you think about this Grant Flores guy?" And I said, "This is the first time I see him fight." And they're like, oh, okay, well, prepare to see a knockout because he was 7-0 with 5 knockouts coming into tonight, right? And I'm like, okay, so only two of his fights are went the distance, and it was a 6 round fight. So I'm like, okay, let me check him out. First of all, first thing that stood out to me is this dude's a monster for 154 pounds. I'm like, wow, this guy is big. It's not like Sebastian Fundora, which, by the way, his sister Gabriela Fundora is here calling the fights tonight on the zone. Um, he's not like just tall and skinny. No, he's tall, but he's thick too. I'm like, dang, bro, the heck, this is about to make 154 pounds. He just overpowered, over dominated, just everything. The David Ramirez didn't have a chance, dog. David Ramirez would hit him with a shot, and it's like you might as well just throw a grape at that dude. You might as well just grab a strawberry and throw it at him because he wasn't going to do any damage on this beast, Tom's. Aside from that, when it comes to boxing skills on Grant Flores, he uses his jab a lot. He's tall, he's lengthy, and he knows how to use it. And that's exactly what he was doing. He was using that. I don't know, like it was hard to see like extreme great boxing skills from him because he just really uses his size and his power, and that works. It works. I'm not going to say he doesn't have any boxing skills because he does. He's using his jab. He's keeping the fighter at distance, and then when it's there, bam, he lands the power shot, man. So I mean, it was working. So it was definitely working. They're saying up over here, man, to do some sort of interview. Univision, telling you, man, I'm moving up. We are moving up, chingones. I'm telling you guys, man. Let's see. As long as their light doesn't f with me over here, man. All right. So where was I? Grant Flores. Okay, so that's somebody to keep an eye on. Spencer, about the light in the back. That's Univision reporting. If you guys want to see. So Spencer, about that light, man. But I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get in the mix, dog. Univision has more pull than I do right now, and I'm just blessed to be here. All right. So, once I get all big and bad and everything, then I'll throw my power around. So, hey, keep an eye out on Grant Flores for 154 pounds, if he can still make 154. I think by the time he gets noticed, he's gonna be at 160. He's a big dude. Moving on to the co-main event, because the fighters are starting to come out for the main event here. Moving on to the co-main event, dog. I thought it was somewhat of a robbery, a little bit of a robbery. I use that. I rarely use the term robbery, so the right person didn't win that fight, dog. Okay, uh, Jordan Panthen, he's undefeated. Golden Boy just signed him, and he fought DeAndre Pettis, who I thought won that fight pretty clearly, by the way. But in reality, for it to be an upset, you gotta dominate. Now he did not dominate. He won, in my opinion, but he did not dominate. And in order to really get those victories over the undefeated, newly signed, or the Golden Boy guys, or whatever it may be, right? Top ranked guys, whoever it may be, you got to dominate. And he did not dominate. Let's see. Okay, let me get off of here. Getting ready for the main event here. All right, so now it's time for the main event between Eric Priest and Tyler Howard. Tyler Howard from Tennessee comes in at 20-2 with 11 knockouts. Eric Priest, undefeated, 14-0 with 8 knockouts. So let's see what's up. Um, I'll give my final thoughts. I won't go. I'm not gonna do a review in between the fight or anything. If you guys are interested in that fight, I am calling it live, so you guys can go back and watch Los Tres Chingones boxing, calling the entire fight live, man. But I'll give my final thoughts at the end of the fight. So let's see what's up. Okay. Shoot.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live around the world on the zone from Commerce Casino here in Commerce, California. This is the main
I'm about to tap in with you guys right now. Hang on.
10 rounds of boxing this scheduled for the vacant WBA Continental North America Super Middleweight Championship. It is presented by Oscar Canoyos Gold and Gold Promotions, sponsored by
Want to make sure I'm able to watch the fight. I'm watching it here, but I want to watch what you guys are seeing as well.
The three judges scoring at ringside: Raul Gaines, Tiffany Clinton, and Fernando
Okay.
Villarreal. And inside the ring, your referee in charge from Messi, California, Ray Corona.
Okay. Let's
And now, ladies
see.
and gentlemen, the judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready.
There we go.
Introducing to you first.
All right. I think we're ready. Despensa, if the connection here isn't that good.
His professional record in 22 professional fights. He has 20 victories. Just 2 of these
All
are
right.
women wings coming by with a knockout. Hit from Tennessee. Here is her. Thailand.
All right. All right. So the introductions are in. And oh wait, no. Despensa. All right. I was distracted. Tyler Howard's introductions in. So they're introducing Eric Priest right now, claiming. All right, so he's originally from Kansas City, but now he fights out of LA. He's got a decent fan base, not the biggest fan base here tonight, but he's got a decent sized fan base. Referee Ray Corona in the ring, giving the final instructions. What's up, Dimitro? Uh, all right, round 1. Spencer, about the Wi-Fi here, man. Let me check something. Hmm. All right. If you guys can hear me, give me a little thumbs up, man. Because I see that I'm frozen here. I'll go ahead and keep calling the fight. Hopefully I unfreeze. But we got both guys in the middle of the ring. Kind of filling each other out. Nobody really doing anything. A couple of little short jabs there to the chest. Priest throws double jab. Makes a little bit of contact. All right, let me see. Connect, unstable. Crap. Like I said, if you guys can hear me, man, give me a little thumbs up, dog. If not, I'm probably gonna have to shut it down and redo this again. But not a lot of action going on in the first round. Priest sticking the jab out there. Priest circling to his left. Howard looks a little stiff to me. Hmm. Okay. Hopefully I'm back here with you guys, man. Spencer, this Wi-Fi is shaky. So you got Howard that fights with his hands pretty low. Both keeping themselves in the middle of the ring. It is a very, very slow first round. Not a lot going on. Although I will say Priest probably, I mean, nothing major landed, but I would say Priest threw his jab out there a little bit more, which I guess wins him the round. I guess not a lot of action there though. So I gotta tell you, man, this is a little bit frustrating. Just trying to work with this Wi-Fi here. So the Spencer. As a matter of fact, let me take this moment to check out. Give me a quick second. Okay. Let me see. I think we're back on okay. Hopefully. All right. Here we go. Second round. Damn it, man. All right. So Priest comes out. They're in the middle of the ring. Priest is sticking that left out there, man. Just keeping it out there. He's got a fast jab. Throws it to the midsection, throws it to the top. Not a lot going on here. Howard just kind of responds with jabs. Howard not really putting offense out there. He's kind of just responding with a defense jab. He's kind of waiting for Priest to do something, and then he just kind of responds with a jab. But not a lot, man. And this is a 10-round fight. Oh, okay. Howard over. Oh, nice. Okay, Priest tries to come with an overhand right, misses. The only good thing here is that both guys are keeping themselves in the middle of the ring. Howard sticks his left hand out there. A lot of dancing around. Priest, a little bit of action there. Quick 1-2. Lance doesn't really do much damage to Howard, though. Nice jab, stiff jab. Snaps Howard's head back. Howard tries to move forward with the jab. Doesn't connect. Priest circling to his left. Extends the right hand, slow right hand, just kind of distract him. And you could just tell that Howard cannot compete with Priest's speed. So he's really going to have to time him if he wants to connect with something here. Because at the moment, he's not connecting. All right, Priest trying to land some sort of stiff jab there. Let me switch this. Okay. Not a lot of action here, guys. Howard again, and now really doesn't really look like he's planning or plotting or looking for offense. He just as Brees snaps Howard's head back with another jab. Howard just kind of waits for Priest to do something, and then he responds with a jab. Like, he's not really doing much. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like Priest is really lighting up the night either, right? But, he probably doesn't have to. If Howard's not making them, if Howard is not going to make Priest take risk, Priest can probably just win the entire night like this. So far, I got it 2-0. Let's see. Cholo is Priest manager in the house. Dreammaker Sports. Uh, you know what, man? I haven't really walked around too much. I'll tell you guys who I have seen. Uh, Bernard Hopkins is here. Scrappy Ramirez is here. Obviously, the crew calling the fight is here. Not too many people, man. All right, third round. Here we go. Okay. Nice, good work by Priest with the left hand there. And Priest is the one moving backwards, but it's strategic. You could tell he's got the longer arms. So whenever he lands, he moves back out of range from Howard. So whenever Howard responds, Priest is not there. Ooh, Howard lands a good right there. Doesn't really do anything to Priest. A lot of movements of the hands, but not a lot of punches being thrown. Priest continuing to just stick that jab out there, goes to the body. I don't know if Howard is waiting for the later rounds to turn on the gas, or because like I said earlier, it's pretty clear to see who's got the speed, and that's Priest. Priest looking like he's almost backing himself up to the ropes here, but he does not touch the ropes. Gets himself back to the middle of the ring. Priest keeps that left hand down to his waist. I mean, really telling Howard that he just does not respect him at all, man, as he hits him with another jab. And Howard is the one moving forward. So he's the aggressor. If you call just moving forward the aggressor, and Howard tries to give Priest to the corner. Priest answers with a couple punches, gets himself back to the middle of the ring. So Howard is the one moving forward, but Priest is the one landing the punches. Nice right hand by Priest. Not a lot of body movement from Howard. All right, now it looks like he's kind of moving his head a little bit, while Priest with his left hand just down to his waist, man. Double jab. They both connect jabs there. Howard has both of his hands down. Trying to play a little mental games here. You don't respect me, I won't respect you. But at some point, it's gonna have to, because Priest is just landing those jabs, and I could see Howard's face turning a little bit red there, mainly by nothing but jabs. So let me see. No Oscar. I do not see Oscar here tonight. Now he could be here. I doubt it. It's a small venue. Um, yeah, I don't I don't really see too many people, man. I mean, notable names. The biggest star I would say here tonight is me, Holmes, Cholo Trucker from Los Tres Chingones Boxing. QWO. That's right, man. I got Univision right here. All right, so far, man, I got this a shutout going into the fourth round. Not a lot of action. Uh, Priest, here we go, fourth round. Priest runs to the middle of the ring. Well, he didn't necessarily run, but he made him. He went fast enough to the middle of the ring, like he wants some straight action. And okay, a little bit more punches being thrown here. Priest using that left. I mean, he's rarely throwing a right. He uses the left for the jab. He uses it for the hook. He's really reserving that right hand. So I'm assuming when he throws it, he's got some killer punch to it or some killer power to it. But man, he's using the left for almost everything. For a jab, upstairs, downstairs, hook. Keeping that right hand just reserved, man. And by the way, that right hand is pretty low itself. He keeps his right hand below the jaw. He keeps it down here. He's not really keeping it up here. He's keeping it like down here. Shout outs to boxing historian David Martinez from dmboxing.com for the pen that I'm using here tonight. Both these guys in the middle of the ring. Moving to their left, Priest tries to throw an overhand left. Again, man, it's always the left. He's using the left over and over and over and over and over again. Rarely has he thrown a right. He's using the left for the jab, for the hook, for the body, overhand. Okay, they both tie each other up. Referee Ray Corona breaks them up. Here they go again. Get themselves back to the middle of the ring and just start exchanging jabs. All right, there's a straight right by Priest. Doesn't really do much. Priest backs himself up to the ropes, gets himself out of there quickly. Oh, good jab by Howard. I was able to see the sweat get knocked off of Priest, but doesn't look like it really hurt him though. I will say, man, Howard keeps moving forward. Howard does keep moving forward. Priest has not been able to back him up. But I mean, does he have to though? It's just jabs that he's getting hit with. Now, don't get me wrong, he's losing the fight. Howard's losing the fight because of that. But I don't think he's feeling the power where he has to back up. As we got 10 seconds left in the fourth round, just a lot of the same. A lot of the same. I mean, if Priest, all right, that's the end of the fourth round. If Priest wants to be on cruise control, he can continue to have the fight go this way. You know, I hope that's not the case because I want to see some action here. It's we've had a good card of some action fights. This by far has been the fight that has not produced action, and it is the main event. So, but like I said, if Howard's not going to do anything, because it's a shutout, this is an easy shutout right now. Um, then Priest could just keep doing this, just keep sticking jabs out there and cruise his way to a victory if that's what he wants to do. It's gonna be a long 10 rounds, man. If that's the way it's gonna be. Kind of want to see a little bit more action here. All right, here we go. Rey Corona, third man in the ring, round 5. Here we go. Meet each other in the middle of the ring. More jabs out there. Man, I ate some popcorn and it dried up my throat. All right, Priest tries to throw a couple of he throws a few combinations, but they're not landing. Howard's out of range. Both of them in the middle of the ring. They haven't tied up. Priest has not backed Howard up, but Howard has backed Priest up. But that's not because he's landing some hard shots. That's just Priest getting out of the way, just backing up. And this is not okay. Tyler Howard, this is his this is his 22nd fight. He's 20-2 with 11 knockouts. So okay, Priest, this is his 15th fight. He's 14-0 with 8 knockouts. So I mean, look, how much of a risk does Priest want to take against this guy? I don't know. He does have 22 fights. He only has 2 losses, so maybe he doesn't want to take too many risks with this guy. And he keeps going forward. Howard keeps moving forward. Okay, good exchange right there. I mean, it wasn't that great of an exchange, but for what the fight has been, it was a good exchange. As Howard keeps moving to his left. Now it looks like he's moving to his right a little bit. Wow, and Priest left his right hand. He was gonna throw it, and he paused, and he stood there for about a good second, where Howard probably could have countered with something. I'm telling you guys right now, this is not a good fight. This is not a good fight. I mean, when you talk about action, as far as boxing skills, I mean, even that, I'm not really so sure. Uh, but Priest, I'm seeing good movement from Priest. He knows how to use the ring. I will say that. Let's come to the final seconds of the 5th round, and that is the end of the 5th round. Okay, so here we go. As we make our way into the second half of the fight, because it is only a 10-round fight. Um, Howard's really going to have to step it up here. Howard is really going to have to do. It's a shutout. It's a shutout. Um, not a lot going on. Okay, if Howard just picks up the action just to make it look like he's doing more, maybe he could get around. But because Howard is really just matching the same energy that Priest is putting out there, which is not a lot, by the way, just enough for him to win the fight. Just enough for him to win the fight. Then Howard is not putting out, he's looking like he's not fighting either. So Howard needs to he needs to start throwing more punches, man. He needs to start getting a little bit more active here. He needs to start taking some risk. He needs to start backing him up. He's moving forward, yes, but he really needs to throw punches, not just move forward. He needs to make Priest feel uncomfortable because right now Priest is extremely comfortable as they're in the 5th round, and Priest lands a good 1-2. Now it looks like Howard might be moving a little bit backwards, standing his ground in the middle of the ring here with Priest. Okay. Priest actually moving Howard a little bit backwards. Howard moving forward now. Both of them in the middle of the ring. Priest sticking that jab out there. Howard throws that jab a little bit here and there. He's got to do more. Throws the right hand. Not sure if it landed. Priest is backwards to me. So I'm saying, man, Howard's gonna have to step it up. He just throws one punch at a time or 2 punches at a time, and then he allows just Priest just to, utilize the ring, and and think for his next attack and think, you can't allow him to think, man. But he's not doing anything. And Priest, he basically just has to keep on doing what he's doing. He's winning the fight. Howard really needs to cut the ring off because right now he's just playing follow the leader. As Priest keeps on moving to his left, if Howard sees that Priest is moving to his left, cut the ring off, make him go the other direction. He's got to do something here. And it looks like Priest does move to his right a little bit. But that's the first thing I would do if I were Howard. I would stop allowing Priest to move to his left. I would make him start moving to his right. Get him a little bit out of the comfort zone, and that's what it looks like. That's what's happening right now to a certain degree. Priest has moved to his right a little bit more, but Howard's not doing anything, man. He's allowing Priest just to get his thoughts together and plan his next attack. And his next attack, it does land. He lands a good one too. All right. Howard lands a good 3 combination. Doesn't look like it really bothers. I'm sorry, Priest lands a good 3 combination. I don't think it really bothered Howard too much. As Howard drops his hand and dances around, backs Priest up to the neutral corner, and the bell rings. And that is what Howard needs to do. Howard, at the very end of that round, of the 6th round, backs up Priest to the neutral corner, probably throws through 2 punches, and that was the end of the round. But see, that's what you got to do. You got to bully him. You got to get Priest off the comfort zone, man. You had him going to his right, which was good, but you weren't throwing any punches. At the very end of the round, with what, like 4 seconds left, you back him up to the neutral corner and you throw 2 punches. A little too late. Priest still wins that run. That round. It's been a shutout here. It's been all Priest. It's been all Eric Priest. Howard really needs to do exactly what he did at the end of the round, man. He's just allowing Priest to just race this race on cruise control. He's not making Priest do anything different. Here we are, 7th round. They meet in the middle ring. Oh, 2 good left hooks by Priest. 1-2 by Priest. Double jab by Priest. Howard throws a left to the body. Doesn't connect. Throws another left. Doesn't connect. A jab. Priest snaps a jab out there on Howard. Priest moving to the left. Priest back just to his to throwing his jabs, just utilizing the ring. 1-2 by Howard. Another 1-2 by Howard. Yeah, we got to see more from Howard. We got to see not just a 1-2, man. He's got to follow up with something else. Right hand by Priest. Priest keeps moving to his left. Howard needs to cut this ring off. He's just following the leader, right here. Priest is in complete control, man. Wherever he wants the fight to be, that's where it's at. Good right by Priest. Priest keeps that left hand all the way down, almost to just about to his thigh. Howard doing the same thing. Now he puts his guard up. All right, they exchanged a few punches there in the middle of the ring. Not sure who got the better exchange on that one. A lot of movement. Oh, good 2 combination by Priest. They land flush on Howard. Good snap jab by Priest. Howard moving, I'm sorry, Priest moving to his right now. Howard just throws just one or 1-2. Another jab that snaps Howard's head back. Howard throws the right hand. Okay, good. Right hook by Priest. Howard tries to answer with a left hook, doesn't land. Priest lands with a good left hook. Priest is starting to pick him apart a little bit here. Howard still moves forward, though. Howard is still the one moving forward, but he's the one eating the shots. And as they wrestle a little bit on at Priest's, I'm sorry, Howard's corner as the round comes to an end. Okay, man. Holy smokes. That was the end of the 7th as we come to the 8th round. All right. The most exciting thing going on, man, in this fight is the ring girl. Let's give it up to her. Come on. Doing an outstanding job. Doing an outstanding job. Gotta give it up to the lovely lady, huh? Honestly, with just a few rounds left, man, I think Priest just does more of the same. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If you're Eric Priest, you want to showcase, man. You want to showcase. All right, here we go. Both of them meet in the ring, in the middle of the ring again, just like every round. Every round is almost kind of a rerun for the same. To be honest with you guys, man, it's a lot of the same. Nobody's really doing anything different. Priest moving to his left. Howard playing follow the leader. A jab here, a jab there by both of these guys. It's like I'm calling the same round every single round. Jab that snaps Howard's head back. Oh, good one too. Oh, nice double jab by Priest. I don't know if that hurt Howard, but his face is starting to get red. Or it's been red, not starting to get red. His face is red. Oh, another jab that snaps Howard's head back. I don't think he's bleeding, but from where I'm sitting, his face does look pretty red. I just I don't know what they're saying in Howard's corner. I got no idea. He's gotta take some risks. He's gotta do something, man. I don't know what they're telling him in his corner because this this fight is like every round is exactly the same, and he's lost every single round. As Howard backs himself up to a neutral corner, I'm sorry, Priest gets himself out of that neutral corner. Another jab to Howard. Triple jab by Priest doesn't land. Not a lot going on here, Chingones. Not a lot going on, man. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because it was a great night of fights. Great night of fights. A lot of good showcase fights, and this is supposed to be a showcase fight for Priest to a certain degree. I mean, let's not take anything away from Howard. 22 fights, only 20 wins, 2 losses. As they both keep it in the middle of the ring. Priest just continuing to just throw that jab out there. Just continuing to throw that jab out there. Howard moving forward. He gets caught with a good stiff jab. Howard does. Wow. All right. And that is the end of the 8th round. We got 2 rounds to go. 2 rounds left. All right, man. Come on. Stick with me, man. Don't let me don't let me just watch this alone, Holmes. Come on. Come on, Chingones. We're in this together. We're in this together. All right. Come on, man. This is getting a little bit rough to watch. I don't mind watching pugilistic boxing skills and jabs and all that. But for the entire fight to be the same round over and over and over and over, it's like, how can you not make any adjustments in your corner? You know, where you could change the trajectory of the fight. All right, here we go. Ninth round. Both of them meet in the middle of the ring. Let's see, sticking out jabs. Goodness gracious, man. Am I gonna call the same round again here? And like I said, it's more on Howard to do something, and looks like he tries something there. Because Priest is winning this fight. But at the same time, I mean, if you're Priest, you want to showcase, man. You want people to want to see you again. You want to make a buzz, man. And the one that made a buzz tonight was Grant Flores. So if he does not get people talking about this fight tonight, where he's main eventing, good body shot by Priest, then really the one that people are going to be talking about from tonight's card is really Grant Flores, and they're not going to be talking about uh, um, Eric Priest. Priest sticking his left hand out there. Priest starting to go to the body a little bit here. Howard just throws a 1-2 straight to the air. Priest just throws quite a few jabs, man. Lands a few. Oh, good right hand by Howard. Doesn't look like it really had much of an effect on Priest as they both exchange lefts. This Wi-Fi starting to act up again. Despensa. I'm gonna after this round, I'm gonna see if I can clean it up. Ooh, good. I'll say this. I'll say this. Priest does have boxing skills. He does have skills. Backs himself up to the ropes, gets out of there very quick. They're both back in the middle of the ring. Priest does have some skills. I would like Howard to put try to win the fight, man, so we can see how much skills Priest actually has. Maybe he doesn't. But he's using the ring a lot. 10 seconds left. Oh, Howard tried. Wow. All right, let me try to clean this Wi-Fi up. Give me a second. All right. All right, I think we're better now. Okay. We got one round left, one round to go. Gracias to Golden Boy for this card. It has been a great card. It's been fun. The main event, maybe not so much, but the rest of the card was fun. Shout out to all the fighters that got in there and put on a great show. Here we go. 10th and final round. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on. Come on. You got to go for it, man. You got to go for it. I can't believe that you're just gonna allow to to let this fight just slip away just like this by doing the exact same thing. And looks like Priest is coming out a little bit more aggressive here in this round. Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows. Hey, you know what? I need people talking about me. I just can't win the fight just by, sticking my jab out there. As he's moving around the ring, he utilizes the ring very well. He uses up the entire ring. He seems pretty light on his feet too. Good 1-2 by Priest. Howard's having a hard time keeping up. But Howard just doesn't cut off the ring. Wide left hook just by Priest. It's nothing but the air. Straight right by Priest. Howard tries to throw a straight left, but I'm sorry, straight right. Lands on the shoulder. Priest looks a little bit more aggressive here, but he's still taking his time. All right, looks like the good 2 jabs, stiff jabs there by Priest, snapping Howard's head back. But see, Howard keeps his hands down. I don't know why. I mean, so does Priest, but Howard's not really landing any punches. Howard should probably keep his guard up. Look, if I'm Howard, I'm putting my guard up and I'm bull rushing him to the corner, man, and I'm unloading here. I mean, it's his Hail Mary. Good little short uppercut by Howard. Howard's got Priest backed up against his own corner there. He allows. He just can't cut the ring off, man. Priest is back in the middle of the ring, just sticking that jab out there. And it seems like Howard's always, well, not always, but a lot of the times he's out of range when he throws his punches. And he keeps his hands down. He keeps getting caught with those jabs. Another good jab. 10 seconds left in the fight. They got to go for broke here. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. They throw a few punches, nothing lands, and that's the end of the main event. All right. Whew. Let me stand up. All right. Gosh darn it, man. How'd you guys enjoy the fight? Great night of fights, man. Great night of fights. This one was a little disappointing. And as I'm seeing Eric Priest dance a little bit in the ring, I mean, he won the fight for dang sure. He won every single round in a pretty boring fight. And what makes it more boring is the fact that you had a lot of good fights tonight. It's unfortunate because this Eric Priest kid, who is the main event tonight, and people want to be talking, or he wants people to talk about him. I'm not sure they're going to be talking about him, even though he won the fight. I'm just not sure they're going to be talking about him. There's other fighters on this card that had a better showing. That's who they're going to be talking about. Like for me personally, I'm going to be talking about Grant Flores at 154 pounds. That's what I'm going to be talking about. This guy, no, man, I got to see him in a better fight. Yeah. All right, they got to give it. They got to give it to Priest.
Your winner by unanimous decision is now.
They scored it 190 every single round, and yeah, they got it. Definitely got the victory, that's for sure. and now he becomes the WBA Continental North American Super Middleweight Champion. That's a long title, Holmes. Pero pues bueno. All right. Let me see. I mean, I'll stick around for his interview. I was about to log out, but I'll stick around for his interview. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, he's he's up and coming, but I don't know, Holmes. I don't know. I don't know what to do about this guy. You know, the win in boxing is, do people want to see you fight again? People want to see you fight again. He's holding up the title. He's throwing up the WBA Continental North American Super Middleweight title. He's holding it up, making the rounds around the ring, you know. But do people want to see him fight again? You got to put on a great performance. I mean, in a way, with the jab there, you know, I mean, I mean, Howard had to do something as well, man. If Priest was just looking to get the victory, he did that. He did that, and he did that pretty easily. All right. And this Wi-Fi is getting jacked up. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna interview him. All right. I was gonna stick around. I thought they were gonna interview him. All right, maybe not. Okay. All right. Well, look, hey, all right, I'm gonna end it right there, Chingones. You know what? Great night of fights, with the exception of the main event. But other than that, great night of fights, man. I had a lot of fun. Gracias to Golden Boy putting on some great fights, and I enjoyed all of them, with the exception of the the last one. But there's a couple of guys on here to really keep an eye out for, especially like I said, this Grant Flores kid. That guy stuck out to me, with a couple of other guys, man. All right, hey, you guys be good. And we'll definitely do the live on Friday. Tomorrow, if you guys are watching this live, and we'll go ahead and talk about the fights and all the stuff that's going around in the boxing world, man. All right. Cholo Choco, los tres chingones boxing shots, all the chingones y chingonas. Catch you guys on next round.